So you want to learn Cypher. I am here to help you with that. I am a Cypher main and Killjoy main, and let me tell you, Cypher is so much fun and very underrated. This video is all about the one-ways on every map that I personally know of. I will try to make this as clear as possible. I also tend to ramble, so I will try to keep it just straight to the point as much as possible. But we're going to be starting off with Haven anyways, and I will show you all the very underrated one-ways on Haven. So let's get to it. My name is Pancakes, and I will be your professor today. So a good start for Haven would be C Site, since a lot of Cyphers play here. This one's great if you're holding A long from logs. So you want to line up with this corner of the two diamonds here on the box. Let's just say right around here is fine. You want to have your crosshair split in half, so the top three little lines are above it if you have your crosshair exactly like mine. If not, aim your center of the crosshair at the very bottom of that ledge right there. And you just throw. Just throw. And holding from logs, it's amazing. It's great. It's a great one-way. Because they can't see your feet. We'll use my camera for example. They can't see your feet. You're able to see theirs, right? Usually this will cover logs up to about here. So you're fine. You're completely fine when holding it. Another one, if you want to hold here, be to line up with this wall. And just throw. Takes a few tries. It's kind of finicky. You kind of got to look straight up. But the way you would set this one up would be you have your cam in garage, just in case you lose garage control. You'd sit in this corner. You see them pushing garage.
Cage triggered.
You'll still be able to see their feet. You kind of have to crouch for this one. This one's a little harder to set up than this one. This one takes a lot of practice to do, but this one's just as strong. Especially for holding C Site, but with Killjoy in the meta, you're probably playing A, so we'll swap over to A right now. Alrighty, so moving over to A Site. This one you gotta set up really quick because you gotta do it as soon as the round starts, because you can't place it before the round. So what I like to do is I like to place a trip deep and short for this one when holding it. You want to line up with the fourth step from the top here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Step to the side a bit, and have your crosshair split diagonally, and then just throw. It'll land on in between the two beams up here. And if they're pushing long, you would hold from this little section right here. So it's meant to hold A long, obviously. But if they're peeking, for example, let's just say this is you holding it. You can pop it. They can't see you, obviously, hence a one-way. You'll still be able to see their feet when they push up. So it's a pretty strong one-way, I would say. The next one's meant for retakes. Specifically retaking. So what I'll do is if I can't hold long, or if they're pushing up long, I will fall back. Usually I would like to have Brim and Cypher on A, super strong combo. But this one, usually, most of the time someone's playing under Hell, or under Heaven and Hell, whatever. You'll see that this one-way specifically helps cover the cross between default to Hell. So the way you set that up is very simple actually. You just line up this beam here, put your crosshair in the middle, in the very middle, alright? I cannot stress that enough. And throw. If you don't have it in the middle, let's see if it off on the edge there. It'll still work, but just in the middle is always the safest. You might hit something and it'll bounce off.
Cage triggered.
And then that one just covers the cross. And you're covered from CT. Due to it just barely covering your feet. So you could play farther back, pop, and then get a few picks, or a pick. So yeah, that's the those are the two one-ways for A I have. B Site unfortunately doesn't have any one-ways, just due to the height limitation of the site and the limit of your cage. It just doesn't reach far down enough, which kind of nice. So next we'll be moving to Split with some really nice one-ways I got for both A and B. So I will see you on Split. So starting off with A Site on Split, you're going to want to go to Heaven. You're going to want to line up with this beam here. You want to just stand on this black line. You want to have these two in line. Aim your crosshair at the second lamp, around the second lamp, and just throw. This will take a few tries to get, because it is finicky. So probably the best way to do it is have the top of your crosshair on the white part. Just throw. Like I said, it's very easy to mess it up. But if you can get it right, it is super strong. So if they're pushing A main, you can hold heaven from here. It's great for any round. Any round. Another one, this is like very uncommon that I rarely see. But if you're holding heaven, they're pushing ramp into heaven. I messed that up, my bad. I want to just throw it like that, so it lands on this ledge. And if they're pushing ramp, for example, the only way they're gonna see you is if they're just head level here. When you go to pop it, you can just see them. They can barely see you. It is very hard to see you in this position. It's a very uncommon angle, so people don't expect it. People don't expect it. So, yeah, I will be moving on to B Site, where there's a few of them that are unique, common, etc., etc. So, on to B Site. Alright, so on to B Site. This one's really common. I don't see, like I said, I don't see a lot of people doing it just because people have been playing Killjoy over Cypher. But you want to line up this wall, place your crosshair in the middle, throw. You can put both of them here if you want. And then for this setup, you just place your trips, your camera up there, which I forgot on A Site. This one is probably the most common one way that most people know on B. But you pop it, and you can see people's feet. You would hold from here. Here would be probably the safest. Another one way would be on ropes over here. So this one's very easy to actually set. You just throw it at this beam here. Just up this beam. Like, you can throw it here as you want, as long as it's not too far off or not too close. And this one's actually if you're holding ropes. Now this one I'm not a big fan of because it's an absolute pain to set up because you can't activate it when you're on ropes. So you kind of have to, if you have someone playing B Site or heaven with you, it's probably best if they're on the rope.
Cage triggered.
But basically, as you're pushing up, it's a lot harder for you to see them or for them to see you. And you'll probably see them more likely before you...
Cage triggered.
Before they see you, I mean. So, this one, pretty strong. Not a big fan of it just because it's kind of a pain to set up. Like I said. It's just not worth it in my opinion. So that I don't exactly recommend this one, but you can get some dirty plays off with the B ropes one. Alright, moving on to bind. An easy way to hold bathroom. So you want to line up in the corner of this bench. I'm going to aim right there. Just have your crosshair the way I do. And throw. This one is great actually. If you're holding from here, this is left side. You can also put one on this side. This is how left side looks. Alright. Not too bad. Alrighty, for the right side of bathroom, you want to line your crosshair up like this. If you're using an op, it's a lot easier. And throw. Alright. Just have the exact your crosshair exactly the way I have it. It'll make it easier. This is great for holding it from truck side of A Site. Especially back, hookah. Just because this is usually the first angle they peek anyways when pushing in the bathroom. So you always have the upper hand there. For A long, it's just on this box. Just get it on this box, you're good.
Cage triggered.
Alrighty, so moving on to Ascent, which is probably Cypher's strongest map when it comes to his one-ways. They're all super simple once you understand them. They're not so hard to learn or to set up, so this one is probably the easiest of the bunch. Just walk up right around here. You see how there's a gap in between the two vents? You just aim your crosshair anywhere and it'll clip to it. Beautiful. Perfect. Alright, and how you hold that is you want to have your camera on that pipe so you can see in the sight. And you'd hold probably back gen, most likely. Once you tag them, for example, you'll pop it, and you can see them crossing or pushing up. Pretty easy pick. Another one would be you line up here. Line with the chimney up there, along with the other chimney, and just throw. Just like that. It's a little finicky. I would crouch for this one. This one's to hold the other side. So if we move this, let's say you have your cam there, and you're holding back here. You would pop it. This is more of a heaven hold on Cypher. So yeah, for A Site, I'll do that again. So you just want to line up with this box, crouch, keep chimney on the back house over there, line it with the other chimney and throw. Just like that. So that's probably the perfect lineup. Probably could stand actually and do it. Yeah, so probably stand actually for this one rather than crouching. So B Site. This one we're going to talk about that's not really common. You just want to line up with this wall and throw. Kind of messed that one up a bit. The way it should look
Cage triggered.
is there should be a tiny gap there, but they're probably going to have to, they're going to hug the wall anyway. So if they're pushing catwalk on the B, you can see their feet. Really nice, really simple. This one I've done on my stream a lot of times. I'll leave in the description below. Just want to line up the corner of the steps here. This is super easy to do during pre-phase. You want to take your crosshair and line it up like this. Just like this, and throw. Super simple. Same here. Throw. Your crosshair should look like this. I'm just using an op to show an example. I will also zoom in just in case you're not using an op. So just for an easier guide of lineup. I'll do it again. Just line up, throw. There. Line up here, throw. Here's how it looks from the right. And then here how it looks from the left. There will be a gap on each side, just a little bit, but not too much, kind of like that. So it's, if you want to hold B main without a problem, you can always put your one trip here, one trip there. I find always works best. So yeah. So those are all the Cypher one-ways that I know of. If you have any more, please let me know. I am always down to try more Cypher one-ways. If you liked the video, leave a thumbs up. If you didn't, please let me know what you didn't like and how I can improve. I am not exactly like great at doing this voiceover stuff and doing this guide stuff. I kind of get nervous doing it. So please let me know. I am more than welcome to take your feedback, or more than happy to take your feedback, I should say. Thank you for stopping by. I hope this helped. You can always catch me at Twitch right here. I will leave a link below. I will be streaming Monday to Friday. Times will vary. I'll have a schedule up at some point. But thank you all. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you later. I hope you have all a wonderful day.